immediately start. So immediately, as per the request, we are going to go behind the enumeration and the data gathering. These are our main purpose. We are going to refer to so many actually utilities, but I'll be very brief in order to give you the understanding first of all, and we'll have extra features and details later on. So the the solution the solutions we are going to follow, they are Microsoft based. We will use the operating system we installed last class, and we will tackle. So the guide, I believe it's with you. Let me change my share, my window, and from there we are going to dig in. So immediately here, I'm going to start my virtual machine. So I'm going to use the virtual machine to solve. So before I do anything, the main purpose, as we said, is a data gathering. What does it mean data gathering? We're going to recognize the environment we are in order to check up the security levels or whatever. We are going to check if there is a vulnerability, if there is list of vulnerabilities, on what it concerns the security context. Actually, it is not a blue like that. It has to be specified. So as per the commands we have in this guide today, we're going to tackle them in order to define the work and the purpose behind, one by one. So immediately I'm going to tackle the list of the commands one by one. The first one is asking us to go behind checking the server we are connected to. So it's a web-based command. So we're going to scan our environment for different data we extract. To do so, the first command is DNS lookup. So actually, all of them, they are command-based. So I'm going to tackle the Windows command prompt. The CMD means. So the CMD I'm going to run as a normal user. You see my screen, isn't it? Is my screen visible to you, please?
دكتور لو سمحت كبرها شوي.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, great. So here, the first command is DNS lookup. So the list of commands, we saw them in the guide. So the first one is DNS lookup. Let's say lookup. So name server lookup, name server lookup. It's a shortcut for name server lookup. It is a command that will give us actually some details related to a domain that we tackle. The server we're going to tackle. I did not specify anything. I just wrote NS lookup. So it returned to me the immediate server I'm connected to, which is actually the UON, Universal Free World Domain Controller number 1, related to the Universal Free World Domain. So this is the server I'm connected to immediately. The machine I'm using now, the computer I'm using now, is immediately directly connected to this server. So this is the service provided to me. So this one is giving me the access to the internet. This one is giving me the access to the local network resources. This domain, this server. Okay, it's not the one I need. It's not the one I need. So actually, as per the guide of the today, I'm gonna give you a domain that it is mine. Actually, we have the consent to use it. We have the consent to use it. So it is mine. I have the full control on that. FabaBay.com. FabaBay.com. So the domain we are going to use it today. We're going to test it. Is the FabaBay.com. So let me just give it to you also here. Just let me write it bigger in a bigger size. So the domain is FabaBay.com. Faba is 1A. 1A. Okay. This is the one we're going to interrogate. Good. So at the beginning, I wrote NS lookup. See the prompt. It has been changed. It is only a prompt now. There is no C, there is no H, there is no D drive before. Immediately the prompt only. I wrote later the second command, the domain name only. I كتبت اسم the domain name only. It given me different details, not like the first. The server here is still is the same provider, yet there are other extra features. Amongst of them of the values is the address, the direct address of this FabaBay.com. See what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just actually try to tackle to see this IP address. Is it actually valid or not? Does it give me any mean in value or not. So I'm going to copy it, edit, copy, and I'm going to open the browser, my Chrome, for example. I'm going to open the favabay.com. It works very fine. favabay.com, the same domain. The same domain here. I opened it. Yes, it is the one. It is one running very fine. Now I'm going to open the IP address that we extracted, the IP address which is the correct address of this domain here. The same domain we interrogated earlier. So I'm going to try to copy. I copied it already, but let's do it again. So I highlight it, edit, copy. I'm going to open a new tab, paste that IP address, and enter. Does it give anything? No, it's blocking me from accessing, but there is a resource behind. There is a resource behind. This is good knowledge. So now a small conclusion to put you in a frame to make you understand more. The data gathering, it is a context via which we try to understand, is the resource we interrogate secure or not? When I accessed the favabay using the URL www.favabay.com, opened, فتح, yet when I accessed the address itself, the address we extracted using the DNS lookup, it blocked me. It did not give me error. It did not give me an error, no, but it blocked me. You don't have permission to access. So I am able to know that there is a first security layer set in how to access this domain. Any questions, please? Any questions? I insist that you ask if you have any questions, because later on you'll be actually asked to answer so many questions in the exam or even in the class wise.
دكتور ما فهمت الفكرة إيش يعني؟
جميل كلام. So we said that the main purpose of this guide, actually I shared it with you, just let me share it again, just to interrupt. The guide we shared it with you today, it is a context of data gathering. What is the data gathering? It is to recognize, in our context, digital security, to recognize the security level set around the domain or around an environment we are dealing with. Is the environment we are working in secure or not? To answer this question, we have to have so many technical details. Those so many technical details, I'm listing you some utilities, not all, but some utilities that would help us doing so. Those utilities here, they would help us recognize in our environment here, for example, University of Lisbon campus, is it secured or not? Or the domain I given you, is it secure or not? And so on. So to answer such a question, we just have to interrogate that. مآثر joint. مآثر why you are coming late مآثر؟ سؤال لك ليش جاي داخلة متأخرة؟ مآثر are you with me؟ You have an answer or not مآثر؟ Okay, out. Then we come back. The domain actually we are using here in this presentation now. The domain we are using now, it is tackling the. It is our domain. So we use whatever we want in it. So we have the consent. لنا الموافقة على استخدامه. When we open it, it works very fine. But when we extract its correct address, I was blocked. See, the error is 403. It is a forbidden access. It's not an error message. This is not an error message. This is actually a forbidden access. So this is the reply that proves that we are able to reach the address, the correct address, but the way we are opening it It is not correct. This is not how we open a domain. Now, we recognize clearly that this server, this domain, is secured from this point. It's secured from this point only. It's not secured fully. No, but regarding the way how we access this domain is secured. Let's do the same process, but for, let's say, the google.com or the uniswa.com or the facebook.com or any. I'm going to start doing the thing for the social media actually website, the very famous one, facebook.com. I'll type in facebook.com. See, .com. Yes. See, there is no. I'm still inside the INFS lookup. See here the entry point. There is no C drive. There is nothing. It's only simple less than tag. Nothing, because I'm still inside the INFS lookup. So here, int. Good. Here is the address. Yes, non-authoritative answer means it's not our property. Facebook.com. This is the address of the Facebook. I'm going to copy it. Edit, copy. Let's try to open the Facebook like we try to open the Fava Bay using the address only. So I'm going to new tab, paste. Paste what? Paste the address of the Facebook that we copied now. Enter. فتح. It opened to us. While for the Fava Bay, it did not.
دكتور يعني عادي نسوي أي موقع وكذا نكتب ويطلع مباشرة.
What does mean? What do you mean? Here I'm
مثلا
checking the address.
فيسبوك.
Facebook, exactly, because to check his address. What is the address of the Facebook? This is it. This is the address of the Facebook. I tried to open the address of the Facebook. فتح لي حولني إلى الفيسبوك. This is the address.
عادي مثلا نكتب أي شيء مثلا انستغرام أي شيء أي شيء.
Exactly, absolutely. Any website. I'm gonna write, for example, Instagram. Okay, Instagram.com. Enter. This Instagram has so many addresses. It's actually segregated in different locations. I'm going to use the first one, for example, this one, anyone. And we will see if they are actually secured or not. Copy. New tab. Paste. No. It's not recognized even. I'm going to try the second. Copy. New tab. Paste. Still, it's not accessible even. Third. This way, actually, we try to recognize actually which one is working, which other. Actually, this way, actually, we try to recognize the access points for that domain. Still, and so on. Actually, you have to test no more no less. Actually, 400. The error is 400. Not responsive. Not responsive. There is no answer from the server. There is no answer from the server. The 400 error. All of them, they are 400 error. 400 error. Yes, there is no response. It means actually it is hiding something behind. There is a security scenario also set here. So this is good for them only. This is good for them only. Regardless. So this way we are able to check a security point, and we are able also to understand if it is configured well or not. If the application or the domain in question is, let's say, secured from this access point or not. Let's just dig deeper. Actually, the question, as per the question of the guide, is asking us to interrogate and extract the maximum knowledge we can get through a domain. I'll come back again to the fafabay.com. By the way, you are not allowed, fafabay.com. You are not allowed to tackle any domain unless you have a consent from the owner. لا مسموح استخدام أي بوابة بهذا الشكل إلا إذا تم الحصول على الموافقة. So the fafabay.com, it's mine, so we are allowed to use it. fafabay.com. We are allowed to use it. fafabay.com, actually, this is the information we got, only the address. It's not enough. I want to have more information. As per the information and as per the guide, the question, read the question, because it's hidden from me. I'm not able to read it. I'm going to extract the mail servers. I'm going to use the mail servers and try to hack them. Somehow, I'm going to check the security on the mail service, email service on this domain. I'm going to just change. See, I typed favabay.com, favabay.com, and only I got the address. No, I need more than that. So I'm going to change the type of the extraction to direct it to the mail exchange, mail service, the MX mail exchanger. I'm setting the type of the query to search for mail exchangers. If there is any exposed mail exchange, where in any domain later on. So I'm going to set type MX, and nothing happened. But the search will change now. Nothing happened, returned me to a new line, but I'm going to type now again favabay.com, and we will see the difference. No, I said .com. Yes, see the difference here. Early, we typed favabay.com only, and see the results we got. Only this much, and we got only the address. After setting the type to be mail exchanger, we type it favabay.com, see what we got. We got another address, a different address. After setting the type to be MX, we got a different address. This is actually not the this is not the domain. This is not the favabay. What is important is that we got two mail service. We got two mail exchange service. So we can hack those two because they are exposed already. It's not we can hack, but we can utilize and we can refer to try to break in. But the first thing, they are exposed. The first view is that they are exposed. Can we do that for the Facebook? Facebook.com, let's say, .com, enter. Completely no. Completely no. There is no mail server exposed here. We cannot find any exposed mail server for this Facebook.com. It's not the same case. We are getting more details, yes. We are getting more details, yes. But there is actually a controller on top of the mail server. There is a controller here on the mail server. So it is controlled. This is not secured. This is secured. For the address, this is secured. We cannot actually open the domain through the address, the IP, but this is not secured. So there is a difference. This one is not secured from the address side, but secured regarding the mail exchange. This one, Lax, is secured from the address, but not secured from the mail server. There are differences. It depends on the settings of the server or the domain hoster. Any questions, please? Before we pass to the next command?
No, Mr.
That's
No,
great.
Mr.
That's great. Next command actually is the Stackball. It's another scenario via which we try to check the security level. The Stackball, the next command is we check first of all the INFS lookup. Now we are going to check Stackball command. This Stackball command, it is a command via which we try to check the list of policies, the politics set on top of this device I'm using now, and we try to modify if we can, if there is any chance. We will check to enlist them. Actually, as first view, if we can just list them, it is a problem. By just listing them, it is a problematic view. I'm going to actually exit this. I'm going to just try to log. Let's do that. I'm going to just open and execute this. Stackball. There is somebody. Muhammad Ali just joined. Again, Muhammad Ali, why you are late, Muhammad Ali? So let's execute this Stackball. The same. Actually, here, if I execute it here, it's not allowed. I have to exit the NS lookup. I have to exit the NS lookup. I'm going to type exit. Yes, and here I am again. Exit, and here, see now I have the H drive. Now I'm going to type Stackball. New line, and this window has opened to me. Access denied. Access denied. So it is secured. access denied, I cannot actually display the thing. Actually, I'm going to confirm there is another window that would prompt, yes, this is the Stackball has been opened, local security policy, but nothing I can see, nothing. X, nothing to visualize, nothing to visualize, nothing to visualize, no items to be displayed. Yes, okay, great. Let's do that, but in the virtual machine now. Let's do that inside the hypervisor, inside the virtualized or within the virtualized environment. Okay, Windows 10, I'm starting. Play. Let him run, let him boot. No updates here, usually. So just خلاص we got. I'm gonna move to full screen mode. I was waiting for the background to change actually. I'm gonna move to full screen mode. I'm inside the virtual machine. I'm gonna launch the command prompt also. This is actually, see here, I'm inside the virtual machine. I'm inside the virtual machine. I'm moving to full screen mode. Then I'm gonna launch the CMD again. Yeah, okay, it's normal user. Let me maximize the font. Okay, great. I'm gonna call the Stackball, the security policy Stackball. Enter. New line and here it is. See the difference now. When we compare this window, the one we saw outside is completely different. Security policy is the same window, local security policy. Here we can see list of entries where we cannot see there. So there is a big difference. So this is the difference there in that computer, in the normal computer, in this normal computer, in this normal computer here, it is secured. Here, it is secured against the security exposure. But here, no, it's not secured. We did not set that. Okay, what's the problem here and why should we display what other thing? If we delete those policies here, actually, this is a problematic view. It's not the purpose to delete and do the thing in an abstract way. Let's tackle something specific. Let's tackle something specific. I'm going to show you the number of the logins that we can do actually onto the computer actually. So to access the computer, usually you know that actually to access any computer, we have to give a username and password actually. Switch user, sign out, let's say. Okay, let's sign out, good. Okay, to access this computer, you have to have username and password. Actually, I'm not setting a password, but even though to access this computer, we have to authenticate. Yeah. How many users can be accessing this user and how many users can be tracked? How many usernames and how many passwords? Okay, actually, we close the thing. I'm going to open it again. CMD, I said. Inside the CMD, I'm going to type Stackball, the command Stackball. Here I am, here we are. And the entry is from here, from the local policies, security options, and here interactive log on, interactive log on. This is the command, this is the entry. And interactive log actually display user information. Display user information. This is the policy we need. This is not the correct one actually, because actually when the session is locked, he's saying it's not the one. It is not the one. Yes, here it is. And number of previous logons. Number of previous logons. This is the one I need to show you. Interactive log on. Number of previous logons. What does it mean? Means how many users logged to this computer. In this computer, we can save, or this computer can save up to 10 logons. Double click. Here it is. 10. I can change. The maximum number is 50. 50. Up to 50. See. I'm gonna max. Yes, it changed. 48, 49, 50. Yes, it comes to 0. Up to 50. Means the maximum is 50. Maximum numbers to be cached, to be saved in this computer is 50 usernames and 50 passwords. What does it mean? Means we can save every user access here, his username and his password is saved somewhere inside the computer. So if I ask you a question, can we extract the username and password of any user access this computer? Yes, we can extract and we can hack. Absolutely. So this is the proof. The computer saves usernames and passwords. Okay, now we were able to recognize that this machine here, the virtual one, is not secured against displaying the security policies. And also, we know that it saves up to 10 logons. How to check the security against those things and from where to find those usernames and password? Username of Murad and password of Murad, where is it? Can you find it? Absolutely true. We have to pass to the next command now. I'll leave this apart, and I'm gonna pass to the next command. I'm gonna pass to the next. Let me just minimize this window. Okay, great. I'm gonna pass to the next command, which is regedit. Registry editor, registry edit editor. Enter. It asks me for permission, user access. Yeah, it's an account control. Just I'm gonna say yes. Yes, here it is. It opens very fine. It opens very fine without any issue. It opens without any issue. So I'm gonna try to find actually any details I need here. The most important thing is the security hive. From the local machine, from the current user, which is me, myself now, I'm gonna check the security. Open this hive here, and I check if there is any security here. Local machine, sorry, not the current user. Local machine, I said. Local machine, here it is. So from the local machine here, I'm gonna check the security. Here is the security. Here is the local machine. For the current user, absolutely. Here is the security. No, I cannot. Double click. It does not open. It does not show anything. There is no arrow left side like here or here or here. No, there is nothing. I cannot open here. It's not visible to me. Does it mean that it is empty? No, it is secured. It is secured. For the current user, it is secured. Who is the current user? Who is the current user? I'll keep it apart. I'll keep it here. Keep it here a little bit. Visible to me. Yes, keep it here. And I'll check who is the current user. I'm gonna type the next command, which is who am I? كلمة واحدة. One word. Enter. Saying I am فلان from this domain, actually from this computer, from this device, from this domain, whatever. Oh my. So for Murad, the security here is blocked. He is not able. This user here, he is not allowed to see the security content. So it is secured somehow. I'm gonna stop at this level. I'm gonna stop at this level to send you this recorder because next time not next time actually, I'm gonna do it right now immediately, and because it's just one step, and later on I will not stop here. Let's continue this step, and later on I'll give you this recorder to practice. So to raise up, to change and open this security, I have to be an administrator. I'm Murad here, but I'm not administrator. I'm using as a normal user. I want to change and open this command prompt as an administrator, CMD. Open this CMD as administrator. Permission, yes, that yes. Here it is. See here. See the window here. Actually, I'm an administrator. No, I'm administrator. But while here, I'm normal user. I'm gonna type here, who am I? Even if it's Murad actually, but I'm as an administrator. Still. Not much. I'm still but as administrator. I'm gonna close this registry. I'm gonna close it. Close. And open it from here, not from here. I'm gonna open it from this window, from this administrator. Reg edits. Still, the security hive I cannot open. Still, I cannot open. Why? Because still this administrator, this who am I, Murad, administrator, he is a local administrator. He does not have the right to open this security hive still. There is another more elevated user that can be explored to open this security hive. Okay, leave it apart. I'm gonna leave it apart. And I'm gonna check the other user now, which is the system. This is a normal user. This is a system administrator. And now the system himself. I'm gonna actually, as per the guide, come back to the guide. I'm gonna launch the system using the Windows command ps exec. Process executor. ps exec. Process executor. I'm gonna type enter. You tell me that it's not recognized. Why? Because this tool here we have to install it. Not like the reg edit or the Stackball. They are actually available, you can use them. No. The ps exec needs to be installed. Let's install it. So I'm gonna open the Internet Explorer or the Edge or whatever. Let's say browser. Microsoft Edge, it's okay. Let him do his configuration. Okay, great. Complete setup. Oh, close, I don't want. Okay, I'm gonna open what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open google.com, for example, or bing.com, any search engine. Great. Here I'm gonna search for what? I'm gonna search for the ps exec from where? From syslive, which is live. Microsoft, yes. ps exec. I typed ps exec from syslive system live utilities. Who is the provider? Microsoft. They are very secure. So here I'm gonna download it. From here I'm gonna download it. Click. From here, I'm going to download it. Here it is immediately, just download PS exec, and I'm going to download it. Click, and let it get downloaded. خلاص, it is downloaded. It is downloaded. Here it is. I'm still inside the virtual machine only. Yes, it has been downloaded. I'm going to locate it. Copy, show in folder. Show in folder. Okay. Here it is. I'm going to, let's say, extract everything here. Right click. Extract. If I extract all here, extract all here. PS tools, okay, just don't do anything, just extract. Here it is. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close what it has opened. And this is a new folder that has appeared to me. Great. Inside the folder, inside this folder, open, and this is the PS exec. This is the PS exec. Okay, leave it there. What I'm gonna do, right click, properties. Or let me do it differently here. I press the shift in the keyboard. I press the shift in the keyboard and right click. Then copy as path. Copy as path. Copy as path. I repeat. Shift, keep it pressed, and right click. You'll find copy as path. Copy as path. Copy. I go to my command prompt, administrator. This is the administrator. I'm going to do CD space paste. Here it is. Enter. It will give me an invalid name. Why? Because I'm going to repeat. CD space paste. The PS exec.exe I'm going to delete. I'm going to leave only the last slash. But it remains, actually, I'm going to just, let's do it again. CD, I said, space, paste. The PS exec.exe, I'm going to delete. On that, I leave only the slash. Enter. Finished. Now I'm going to type PS exec, the same command we typed earlier. The same. I'm going to type PS exec. Agreement. That's good. I'm going to agree. Now اتعرف عليها. He recognizes that. Agree. Error code returned by PS exec. There is something error. It is not the way how we use it. We have to use it differently. So PS exec space minus S system means we are going to open as system space I interactive space D do now. On what? On the CMD. So we will open the CMD as system in an interactive mode. See what I'm going to press enter. What happens? فتح نافذة جديدة. Opened to me a new command prompt window as administrator again. But who am I? Let me maximize the font also. Great. Who am I? I'm going to press who am I? Enter. I am system now. I am system now. I am very okay. I'm system now. I'm not Murad. I'm not the normal user or the administrator. This reg edit, I'm going to close it. I'm going to close this reg edit. And I'm going to open it from here now as system. I'm going to open it from here. Reg edit. Reg edit. Press enter. Local machine. Security. Have arrow and we can open the security now. We succeeded opening the security as system. So conclusion, and those are the 10 10 من 1 ل 9 ومعهم رقم 10. They are 10 usernames and passwords. We stop here. We will not tell how to extract those usernames and passwords, but at least we can display them. That's good. That's good so far. So I need to do the same thing and report to me all the steps and a small summary on what we did today. What to say? Yes, I'm going to stop the recorder first.